Directions for question 7 to 10. Eight top teams, Italy, Great Britain, Canada, China, Jamaica, Germany, Ghana, and Japan, participated in the 4 into 100-meter relay race tournament. The 4 into 100 meters relay or sprint relay is an athletics track event in lengths over 1 lap of the track, with 4 runners completing 100 meters, that is 1 lap each. Each of the 8 participating countries is being represented by 4 runners. The table given below has the time taken in seconds by the 2 runners of each country in different rounds to complete 100 meters, and the total time taken by 4 runners for completing 1 lap of the track of 100 meters. This time is also called the total time taken by the country to finish the race. So if we pick Italy, so in round 1, how much time was taken by the first runner is not known. In round 2, the second runner, as in the second lap of the relay race, was completed by the second runner in 9.36 seconds. And round 3 is again not known. For round 4, it's 9.21, such that the sum of these 4 rounds, total time is 37.50 seconds. So since we know that the total time and we know 2 of the values, so we can subtract from there the sum of the 2 values known, and this will give us the sum of missing values, right? Similarly, for Great Britain, the values are going to be different. They are going to follow some pattern, some condition, don't know yet. The top 3 countries listed in the order of increasing order of total time taken in the table are awarded with gold, silver, and bronze medal. So 37.50 is the least time. So this is gold, this is silver, and of course, this is bronze. So Italy won the gold medal, Great Britain silver, Canada won the bronze medal. The following information is known about the 2 runners whose time data is missing from the table given above. The difference in time taken to finish 1 lap by the 2 runners from Great Britain and Italy is 0.06 and 0.09 seconds respectively. Okay, so let's do one thing first of all. Let's have the same table by adding 2 more columns. The new columns are sum of missing values. The one that we just discussed, we will subtract the sum of the time taken by the 2 values given for each country from the total time given to us. So if we fill this up, it's going to be 37.50 minus 9.36 minus 9.21. So this is going to give us 18.93. Similarly, for the next one, this is going to be 18.98. For the next one, it's going to be 19.04. The next one is going to be 18.88. The next one is going to be 18.96. The next one is going to be 19.19. The next one is going to be 19.17. And the next one is going to be 38.96 minus these 2 values will give us 19.69. So this is known to us. And the difference of the missing values are not known. So let's use variables for them. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Now, if we read the first statement, the difference in time taken to finish 1 lap by the 2 runners from Great Britain is 0.06. As in, the sum is 18.93 and the difference is 0.06. Similarly, for Italy, sorry, this was for Great Britain. So this is difference over here is 0.06 for Great Britain and it's 0.09 for Italy. The next statement says the difference in time taken to finish 1 lap by the 2 runners from Canada is twice the sum of the differences in time taken to finish 1 lap by 2 runners from Italy and Great Britain, and it is also 3 times the difference in time taken to finish 1 lap by 2 runners from China. That's the 4th country. So from here, can we say that C is twice of the sum of A and B, the differences. And this is also going to be 3 times of that of China, 3D, right? So we're done with first statement, second statement. Third statement tells us the difference between the time taken to finish one lap by athletes from Germany. Okay, so these are the differences. That's why we have taken the last column. Exceeds that by the athletes from Japan by the same amount as the difference in time taken to finish one lap by 2 runners from Canada. Okay, so from here, can we say Japan minus China and Germany, as in, can we say H minus D is equal to E minus H, and that is also equal to G minus, no, we can say from the third statement as the Germany minus Japan, that is F minus H, is equal to that of Canada's difference. So this is what we can infer from third statement. From the fourth one, the difference between the differences of time taken to finish one lap by athletes from China, Japan, Jamaica, and Ghana is in increasing order. That means they are in an AP. The common difference, the differences of the differences is in, see, differences are already D, F, G, H, A, B, C, D, right? So if their consecutive differences, if that is constant, so it will form an AP, right? It is also in an AP with the common difference being equal to the difference in the time taken to finish one lap by the 2 runners from Italy. So from Italy, we have A, right? Whose data is missing. Fine. So from here, we can say China and Japan, the difference is H minus D. Japan and Jamaica, so that is going to be E minus H. And then we are going to have Jamaica and Ghana. So that is going to be G minus E, and this is given as A. So we have this particular value and these expressions. So we will have to solve them. We will solve them in some time. Fifth statement says among the 2 runners from every country for whom the time taken to finish the lap is not known. The one who was faster ran in a round earlier than the other runner. So this is good. We know that, for example, in Italy, round number 1, the runner whose data is missing, he ran faster than the runner in round number 3. If he ran faster to cover the same lap, so the time is going to be lesser, as in this time by the first one is going to be less than that of the third. So we know all of this. So let's do one thing. Let's figure out the values of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and then we will get to know the values of the missing cells for each country for the 4 rounds. So let's fill in the values. 18.93, 18.98, we have 19.04, we have 18.88, we had 18.96. So this is a repetition. So I am filling it again. So we have 19.17 and then we have 19.69. These were A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. And as per the first statement, we know that A is nothing but 0.09 and B is nothing but 0.06. We also had some equations, right? We got that C is 2 times of A plus B, which was also equal to 3 into D. So using this, we can figure out the value of C. So A plus B is going to be 0.15. Twice of that is going to be 0.3. So this is 0.3. Now 0.3 is going to be 3 times of D. That means D is going to be mere 0.1. So let's write down 2 digits, 30 and 10. Okay. The next equation that we had got was F minus H is equal to C, right? So we don't know what F and H are, but we do know what C is. So we will come to this later on. The fourth statement gave us H minus D is equal to E minus H. This is equal to G minus E. That was equal to A. And A is nothing but 0.09. Now, out of these, we do know the value of D. D is 0.10. That will give us the value of H as 0.19. So H turns out to be 0.19. Now, if H turns out to be 0.19, that will result in the value of E as 0.28. So E turns out to be 0.28. The moment we got E as 0.28, we can calculate the value of G as well. So G will turn out to be 0.37. So G is going to be 0.37. Once we got the value of H, which was 0.19, we can have the value of F also, and this will result in 0.49. Now, suppose this is a, it's not A, let's take a new variable. So let's say this is X and let's say this is Y. Then we do know that X plus Y is 18.93 and we do know that X minus I is 0.09. If we solve this by taking the addition and the average and the difference and then the average, from here we will be getting the value of X as 9.51 and we will get the value of Y as 9.42, right? If we add, we will get X is equal to 18.93 plus 0.09 half. And if we subtract, we will get Y is equal to 18.93 minus 0.09, the half of that. So these are the values that it will result in. So it's very time consuming, painstaking process, but let's fill it out. Similarly, for Great Britain, if we try to fill it out, this is going to result in 9.51 and it is going to be 9.52. For Canada, this is going to be 9.37. And this one is fourth round is going to be 9.67. China, the first runner took 9.39 seconds. The third runner took 9.49 seconds. For Jamaica, the first runner took 9.34 seconds. The second runner took 9.62 seconds. For Germany, the second runner took 9.35 seconds. The third runner took 9.84 seconds. For Ghana, the third runner took 9.40 seconds, while round 4 runner took 9.77. For Japan, the first runner took 9.75 seconds and the last runner took 9.94 seconds. So the way we have solved this one for Italy, we will have to solve similarly for the remaining 7 countries. So now we are ready to solve the questions. What is the minimum time taken in seconds by any runner in any lap from any country? So if we look at the entire table, this fastest runner we find is 9.21 so far. We do have 9.20 also. Do we have anybody faster than him? So we do have 9.12 also. So 9.12 is the smallest value, so we don't have to check further. So option A will become the answer. Okay. The difference between the time taken by the fastest and the slowest runner. To complete a lap out of the forerunners of a country is defined as the country range of the participating country. Which of the following is the correct increasing of the country range of the countries? So we have to find the fastest runner and the slowest runner and take the difference of those time. If we look at the options, we have to check for Italy, we have to check for Germany, we have to check for Ghana, and we have to check for China and compare. We don't have to compare all of the countries, right? So let's look at Italy. So for Italy, the difference is 9.51 minus 9.21. That's the fastest and the slowest runner for Italy. So the difference is 0.30. For Germany, the fastest runner is 9.35 seconds and the slowest runner has taken 9.84. So the difference of 9.84 and 9.35 is going to be 0.49. For Ghana, the fastest runner is 9.40 seconds he has taken, and the slowest runner has taken 9.77. So the difference between these two is going to be 0.37. And if you look at China, the fastest runner has taken only 9.12 seconds, while the slowest runner has taken 9.79, which is a huge gap of 0.67. So if we try to see which one is the smallest, so Italy is the smallest. Then comes Ghana. Then we have Italy. Then we have Ghana. Then we have Germany. So D option makes sense. Let's move to the next one. The runners from which of the following countries have maximum instances of finishing a lap in the minimum amount of time across all the 4 rounds? So we need to find that particular country whose runners have maximum number of times, as in maximum instances where they have taken the minimum time to finish a lap. So if you look at in round 1 between these 4 countries, between Italy, Great Britain, Canada, and China, we find that the minimum time is taken by Great Britain, 9.33. Similarly, in round 2 between the same 4 countries, it was China. In round 3, it was the Great Britain again, 9.20. And in round 4, we had the country Italy with 9.21. So from here, which country had the most instances where it took the least time among the 4? So it's definitely Great Britain. Their runners were actually faster. Okay, now the 10th one. If the time taken by the fastest runner from Jamaica, the fastest runner from Jamaica is this, and the slowest runner from Germany, the slowest runner is 9.84, isn't it? Yeah. They are interchanged, then which country will get the bronze medal? So there is a gap of 0.6 seconds that they are taking. So what will happen is Germany's total point will reduce by 0.6 seconds and Jamaica's time will increase by 0.6 seconds. So Jamaica is definitely going to move below in the tally, but the total time by Germany will reduce to 38.12 minus 0.60, which is going to be 37.52. The moment Germany has the total time as 37.52, so Germany is pushed right between Great Britain and Canada, and Germany takes away the bronze medal. So the bronze medal will then go to Germany. So the answer is going to be C.